Happy Friday, Fitness Friday. How are you? As soon as you join us, leave me a comment of where you're watching this from. I'm in my entryway hoping to get good internet to do a beginner core strength workout. Why? Because a strong core is a strong body. I have so many clients and members that are dealing with low back pain, balance issues, posture issues, and if we spent a little more time working on our core, we might help alleviate that one. In fact, I'm working with my husband. He has back issues. So this is a similar routine that we do 3 times a week together to help improve his core, to reduce the low back pain. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Amy Van Liew, and I help women over 50 get moving and feel better even as the aches and pains start to creep in. And they do start to creep in. It's a fact. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my timer. This is something that I use in all of my videos because if you know me, you know I can't count. And I don't want you doing too many or too little of some of these moves. I want you to promise, raise your right hand, and promise that you will not do anything that hurts. Working on your core takes time. You have got to have patience because if your core gets tired, what happens is other parts of your body start to come in and help. They want to help. They want your core to be strong, but if it's not, your low back's going to feel it, and then your neck. All of these moves today are going to be osteoporosis friendly and that we won't be doing any forward flexion. If you've been diagnosed with osteoporosis, make sure you're not doing crunches where you're flexing your spine this way. With osteoporosis, your bones start to get a little weak, a lot weak. And so you have to be very, very careful of your spine because we do not want any spine fractures at all. So no forward flexion. We won't be doing any of those today. You don't even have to worry about it. All right. And I want you to stay. We're going to do, it's going to be maybe 8 minutes, I think. 8 minutes. Do not do anything that hurts. Promise me. Raise your right hand. Promise me don't do anything that hurts. And then at the end, make sure you stay to the end because I have a special request. And then I'm going to be offering a free ebook, Amy's Easy Meal Planning. So if you stay to the end and then fill out my survey, it's almost August, so I'm trying to get ready, getting my plans ready for the rest of the year and pretty much through January. And I want to make this community special so that you use it and you love it and you get the most out of it. So I need your help to understand what I need to be doing differently. So I'll have that survey link when we're all done. All right, are you ready to get started? You don't need anything except if you're on a carpet and you don't want to get cat hair or dog hair all over you, then you will need to, let me back up just a little bit, hopefully you'll be able to hear me. You'll need to make sure that you've got a mat if you're on a hard surface too. I use a thicker Pilates mat to make sure we will be doing some things with our spine. Let me see if you can see in the shot. Okay, yep, should be okay. I'll be talking you through it with my timer. So lying on your back, I'm going to show you one thing first before we get started, so you might have to grab a pillow. If you're on your back like this, but if your shoulders are really tight, you may have to put your chin up to get your head to the ground. If that's the case, I want you to grab a pillow. There's no need for you to have your chin up here. Grab a pillow so your neck is in line with your spine. We do not want to hurt your neck or your low back through any of developing of the core exercises. All right, so lie on your back and you're going to take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, I want you to contract your belly. Take another deep breath in. I'm going to push this down and contract your belly. Keep going. I want it to come down a little bit lower. There you go. Sorry for the face in the mirror, or face in the camera. All right, now I want you to imprint your spine. Imagine that you're in a sandbox, and I want you to press your low back into the mat or the carpet. And then release. Lift your low back up off the mat. And then I want you to press it down as you exhale. This is a really good move to get some flexibility in your spine. Get yourself used to pushing your low back into the mat and bracing your core when you do core exercises to help protect your back. Don't keep it from helping your tummy when your tummy gets tired. Okay, now we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So I want you to squish down your low back and then zip up some skinny jeans. Imagine that you're putting on some skinny jeans, and I want you to hold that squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just relax everything. And do it again. Press down, zip up those jeans, make a small belly. You're tightening your pelvic core muscles here. And then relax. And then do it again, squeeze, and zip up those jeans. Women over 50, we should be doing these moves every other day, even if not every day, to keep that pelvic floor tight. I am not a pelvic floor expert, but I've watched a lot of videos and understand the concept of it. If you're having problems, make sure you see an expert. All right, I want you to bring one knee in and then the other knee in, just to get a counter stretch right here. Take a deep breath in and then exhale. Good. Put both feet flat on the floor. We're going to do some bridging. I want you to brace your core and then lift your butt up off the mat and then bring it down. Brace your core, bracing your core by tightening your core, pushing your low back down on the mat, and then lift up from that position. Working the glutes, the hamstrings, the low back a little bit, all part of the core. Do that again. And down. Brace and lift and down. See, it doesn't take too much. And you've got to go slowly, listening to your body. And one more, up and down. Bring one knee in, then the other knee in. Give yourself a little bit of a massage of that low back. Good, now we're going to do some toe taps. I'm going to show you a beginning level where you're bracing your core, you're lifting up one knee, setting it down, and then the other knee and setting it down. Or the next level, you bring both legs up to tabletop. The shins are your tabletop. Bracing your core, you're going to tap one toe away from you and then the other toe. You pick the level you want to do. If you're in this level, I want you to make sure you're holding a 90-degree bend in your knee. It's not just bending your knee down and up. You're reaching the top of your leg away from you and bracing your core. Feel the core work when you do that? Keeping the low back out of the equation. I'm tapping a plant here. I'm surprised I don't have my cat and my dog all over me now. Keep going nice and slow and controlled so you can focus on bracing the core. Good. Don't hold your breath. Last one. Excellent. All right, we're going to do another move called the dead bug. This is what it looks like. Back to here. You're going to lay one leg and then the other. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. Just like a bug. Now I want you to focus on keeping your core tight from below your bra strap down to your hips. It stays completely still. Now if this doesn't work for you, you can just do your arms. You can just go back to the double taps. This is just a little bit more complicated, a little bit more. Your core has to be a little bit more stable for your upper body and lower body to move at the same time. Good. Keep that low back glued down so you're bracing your core so your tummy has to do all of the work. All right, bring your knees to your chest and you're going to roll onto one side. We're going to work the side of the leg, which is a big part of your core, and hopefully focusing on these smaller butt muscles right here, which really help with low back pain. They're called clams. Your feet are together, your knees are together. you're just gonna open up and close, bracing your core, and it's a slow movement. It's not a rocking back, it's a lifting, trying to focus on the side of the butt, the side of the leg. That's what we want to be working. You may need to adjust. If I could see you right now, I could adjust you. I did this with one of my one-on-one clients this morning, and I have to adjust her so she feels it just right. Nice and slow and controlled. Oh, there's my cat, pretty. Her meow was so bad. Come see us. Keep going. Okay, you're gonna push yourself up and over. Now we could do a lot more, but this is a beginner core workout, so this is very, very simple. You're gonna rest your head in your hand or on a pillow and lift up and down. It may take a minute for you to feel it, but I'd like you to try to focus on right there, seeing if you could use that muscle to lift up that leg. You may need to adjust your feet backwards to feel it or forwards. You do what you can do. Coming down the wire, just a couple minutes left. It doesn't take much. And you do this slowly. You could do this workout every day if you want. And then you could progress. I think next week I'll maybe I'll do a Facebook Live and do a little bit more challenging core work. But if you want more, I have 20 Pilates videos working on the core on the Be Healthy Enough online exercise platform. Some of you are members. I see that. Okay, come up, push yourself up to sitting. If you have a low back problem, you make sure you're getting up by laying on your side and pushing up. No rolling up. Now you're gonna come to kneeling, okay? Hands and knees. I'm gonna come this way so I can see my timer. You're gonna lift up through your tummy. You're gonna take away one leg, and if that's enough for you, that's enough for you, and then the opposite leg. Last week I showed this with my dog Whiskey. Now hold up there, lifting up through your core, and then you're gonna switch to the other side. Oops, the plant is in the way. Lift up through the core, and then the other side. Do these slowly. You can do, I just have the timer set for 45 seconds here. You can do like 3 or 4 on each side, making sure you're feeling it back here, not in the tummy. Let's do one more. Good. Now let's counter stretch that one with a cat-cow. So you round up, round your back, tilt your pelvis in, and then come back the other way. Exhale and round up, and then come back the other way. Good. Round up. We're finishing up. This is the last one, so if you have any questions for me, I'll come over and ask any questions about core work, low back work, dealing with any aches and pains. Give me one more. Any aches and pains that creep in as you age. I'm going to come forward just a little bit. Let me know if you have any questions. Now, how did that feel? Let me know how that felt. Specifically, if you felt any pain or any issues. This is my job right now, is to help you work around the aches and pains. When I was 30, I could do it all. It might hurt a little bit here and there, but the next couple days I'd be okay. But after 50, 55, 60, we've got to keep moving, acknowledge the pain that we're having, but find ways to work around it or build a strong foundation. And a strong foundation is your hips, your core, your knees, building the muscle to support the knees and the shoulders. These are the things that I have the most requests for. How do I work around my achy shoulders, Amy, my achy neck, my low back, my knees, my hips? Those are the things that start to go. So that's what I do. So back to my question and my request, couldn't think of the word, is if you felt anything that didn't feel right, let me know, because I need to know how to make some modifications. It always helps me. I love to learn. I love to do some research. So I have a survey. I put in the link in the description. It's a really 7 questions, super simple survey for the whole community. I'd like to get to know you just a little bit better, how you're exercising, what sort of things you like to do when you do exercise, and then a couple of other questions. If you leave me your name and your email, I will, if you fill out the survey, I'm going to send you my Amy's Easy Meal Planning Guide. It's my way. If you're not, let's see, what's the quote? I can't think of it. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So I have monthly plans for exercise because I know you have to plan your exercise, but you also have to plan your meals. When you have your meals planned, you're less likely to go grab that pizza or go through the drive-thru. So set yourself up for healthy eating success with my 5 tips on meal planning. And then I give you 26 recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So I show you how to meal plan. I even give you some simple sample meal plans that I use. We meal plan every week. A lot of times, 80% of the time we follow our plan, 20% of the time we don't, because I'm all about being healthy enough. All right, so fill out that survey. If I get your email and your name, I will send you that free ebook, which I normally charge it's a $37 value. I know I have set on my website for $9.97. So if you fill that out, I will get that to you. Do I have any questions? No questions yet. But if you're watching this later, I know that's early for some of you. If you're watching this later, leave me a question. I'll be looking out throughout the entire day. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.